Nice and crooked. They're probably crooked, but I've learned that my head is crooked, so... Like, I found out recently, looking in the mirror really closely, that my ears are offset, and I can't wear glasses straight.
I think everyone's head is a little bit crooked.
I'm sorry if it's distracting that my glasses are crooked.
For me, it's the back of my head. Like, it's not level.
It's not level?
It's at a slight slant to the...
What?
Goes up to the left.
I've got a... Do you see this on here? I bit the end of my tongue really hard when I was a baby.
Oh.
It never came back, see?
Nasty.
That's actually like the missing flesh. My teeth fit into the ridge. Like that. I must have been really little. And the gouge, there must have been like a serious amount of meat fell off of my tongue. Because there's that big of a slot for my teeth to go in.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt at all, but it's there.
That is most definitely nasty. You know what else is nasty?
What else is nasty?
That Steam controller.
Mm.
Oh. Somebody go to the Poke Shop and get some burn heal.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It doesn't look very fun to use this flat surface with your thumb on it.
Yeah. See, when you're using a mouse with a touchpad, when you let go, you can see where the mouse is on the screen.
Yeah.
When you're using it for a D-pad, when you let go, you're just in the dark.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's also like you don't even need a reticle with a mouse.
Uh-huh.
Because you can infer where the mouse was.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you can't infer where you were when you're using your thumb on a slide pad. Like,
yeah.
And also, you don't really have... You don't have the motion of... you don't have the travel. I mean, like, when... Say you wanted to use it as a D-pad.
Mm-hmm.
When you press down on a D-pad, you have travel of the button down.
Yeah.
And you can find the exact point it clicks at. So your dead zone for how much you can press it before it does something is always understandable.
Yeah.
It's not... The dead zone for the travel is like 0 with the touchpad. So you can't... You're never going to be able to really use it like a D-pad.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, now, apparently, you can press them down, and they have haptic feedback, but that doesn't make up for the fact that when you let go, like, you have to let go of it to, stop, applying an input.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the case with a button. You always know where they are. You can always feel for them.
Yeah, well, you can, like, have your thumb on it and be almost pressing it all the time.
That's why it kills me that they, I mean... I like that they have a touchpad because they need it for mouse control. But not only do they have two, they also have an analog stick instead of a D-pad. So now there's no D-pad option.
Yeah, I know, that sucks.
Yeah.
I really would have been happier with it if it had in the analog stick a D-pad, both circles of touchpad input.
Mm-hmm.
And the normal face buttons. Then, if I didn't like the way they were trying to make me play, I could at least revert back to the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
But now you can't. So that's why there's a barrier to entry for me. Because I can't... If it turns out to be shit, what can I do? I think the real test for that controller is going to come from, say, a year or two down the road. If you see anyone at all using it at tournaments for something. If you see anyone at all competing with other people that have a mouse and keyboard, say in Counter-Strike, and if you see anyone using a Steam controller and doing good, then it's a really good sign.
Yeah.
If you don't, then that means it failed. And then that means it's not viable competitively.
Yeah.
And that will always hamper it for everyone. Because if you're gonna buy something to control your game with, you're gonna go for the best.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna go for just willy-nilly get this one that people have decided is not as good. I hate getting button prompts in my PC games that belong on a console controller. That's what I hate. Can't you take the 5 seconds to make a PC input button?
Just
you do it for all the
the
different
sprite,
consoles. Why do they think you don't care on PC?
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me. They go through the trouble of doing it for every console it's on. Because, I mean, if you ever had an Xbox input on a PS4 game, it would be the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if you have a PS4 or an Xbox input on a PC game, well, you just put up with it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Even if no one in their right mind is going to be playing the game with a controller.
Yeah.
it's an FPS, say.
Oh yeah, Lego has a new open world creation thing going.
Now that Minecraft is popular.
Yeah, Lego decided to make what Minecraft should have been in the first place. I mean, by all means, it looks good, but I think the Minecraft craze has already died down a bit.
Thank God.
But yeah, apparently, the reason the last game of that type failed was because they couldn't implement proper anti-dick measures.
Yeah.
It was apparently impossible to prevent someone from building a dick. In game.
I mean, the first thing people do when they're given free creative control of what to do in their game world, and to allow other people to see it, the first thing they do is make penises.
Yeah.
And the original Lego MMO was supposed to be an MMO for kids, and there was nothing they could do to prevent the dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
And a large portion of their budget, their operating cost for the MMO, was put towards people to screen everything people built to see if it had a dick, and people were getting around it, and it was costing too much money, so they had to shut down.
Yeah.
They couldn't prevent the penises, so they just couldn't deal with it.
That's what I did in Little Big Planet. The first thing I did was try to that's how you test the engine, right? You try to see how detailed a penis you can make.
Yeah.
Before you move on to proper things. So it's unavoidable, but this one isn't an MMO. It just has I guess it has servers with multiplayer.
Yeah. One of the developers from that other Lego Online game was saying that they couldn't believe that Minecraft, Mojang, the developer of Minecraft, didn't get sued yet.
Yeah.
For what kids were seeing in Minecraft, because Minecraft is very obviously marketed towards kids.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. I mean, you're selling Minecraft action figures at Walmart.
Well, you got Minecraft Lego sets, ironically.
That's a little strange. I never thought I'd see that happen. I remember the first time I played Minecraft, it was a free, single-player, just creative mode.
Yeah.
And it was boring.
Yeah.
What the hell went wrong? Well, what the hell went good? But in my mind, good is bad, so...
Well, I mean, it was a boring build-em-up, and then it became a fun build-em-up, and then it became a boring game with build-em-up mechanics.
I don't really get its popularity 100%. I get it 95% of the way I understand. The last 5% I don't get because the game is objectiveless. And it's absolutely absent of difficulty.
Without conflict.
There's no conflict, there's no difficulty, and there's no object.
Yeah.
And
there's no
It's about just as interesting to me as a pen and paper. And that's why it kind of fails for me. I can play it for a few weeks at a time, and then I drop it for about a year. I can't get into it like these people get into it. Because they're just I can't help the feeling that I'm just caught in a sunk time fallacy trap.
Yeah.
And then I just catch it early on, and I drop it. I'm like, man, I've been spending 10 hours on this thing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's that, and I just leave.
Well, yeah, you're done when you're done.
Yeah.
And that's what's annoying about it. See, what I did, how it developed for me, my experience with Minecraft was I would play it for maybe a few hours every time an update came up. Like when they'd first introduced that the new world generating algorithm, I like it was a novelty for a while, but then there was nothing in it as usual, and then they introduced like I think dungeons or something, and that was a novelty for a while, but it didn't. There was nothing to it, and then they expanded the dungeons, but there was the same thing just bigger, and then they added NPCs that couldn't do anything, and then suddenly it was 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Minecraft is like really catastrophically disappointing for me.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
there's no substance to anything
it's
at
like, you know, the movie Donnie Darko.
all. Mm-hmm.
That's a very popular cult classic. That director has never made a good movie after that.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of happened.
Well, Notch never made a good game. Period.
It was good, and then it was just, well, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Notch can do whatever he wants with his money, right?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't bother me at all, but it just seems strange that no one on the development team ever wanted to do anything else, really. I don't know.
I don't know. The money's crazy though.
I don't care how, if I had millions of dollars, I'd be working on a game. And I wouldn't care how bad I was.
But if you were making millions of dollars,
I'd just be working on games all the time, no matter how broken they ended up.
mm-hmm.
And let people buy them if they wanted to.
No, but you're being paid millions of dollars to work 8 hours a day on Minecraft though.
Mm.
Like you don't really have that much time to work on other stuff, unless you want to be coding for 12 hours a day.
Man, I don't know. I think I'd be like close to suicide, working on Minecraft all the time.
It was
just a complete poop of a game.
Oh yeah, wasn't it? When it was bought by when Mojang was bought by Microsoft, weren't a ton of people trying to leave?
Yeah, well, it's just a death sentence.
Yeah.
If your company,
well, I mean that was probably the last nail in the coffin.
If you worked for Mojang and Microsoft bought your company solely for Minecraft, you know what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I mean, the money must be good, but
it's just going to be Minecraft 1 with nothing added.
Yeah.
So that's the best you can hope for, really.
Minecraft with slants.
I don't know. They just wasted their time.
Mm-hmm.
They wasted the time they had to do something else creative, and now they can't.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but
you know that said, the Lego game, it already has more fun stuff in it than Minecraft ever did, and that's really, in hindsight,
well, Minecraft.
It's not easy to it's not hard to achieve.
It's like everything has been an add-on. Nothing has actually changed Minecraft. Like, it's never. I mean, it's like a really, really big boat that has lots of little holes in it. But to keep it from sinking, they just keep building it taller.
Yeah.
That way the bottom sinks. But as long as they keep building on top of the boat, it'll always be above water.
Mm-hmm.
We're above water. Don't worry. We're still building parts onto our boat.
Yeah.
We're all stuck up on the mast right now, and we're still building. But
yeah.
Meanwhile, the foundational hull of the ship is on the ocean floor, and it's just crumbling away.
Oh, on a final note, there was a trailer for Fallout 4. That's the next the next installment of the hit series by Bethesda and sometimes Obsidian. And
I was perfectly comfortable just imagining Fallout 4 because
yeah.
Right now, if a series is making money, you can just assume there's going to be another one. Like, there's already Dark Souls 3 rumors, and I'm so disappointed because it's clearly just Call of Souls now.
Yeah,
we just got Call of Souls.
I'm worried about Dark Souls 2.
The first supposed leaked image I seen of Dark Souls 3, supposed leaked image, was just the Dark Souls guy fighting a large guy with a sword, and I was like, oh, damn it. I'm not playing that.
Yeah, there was...
Shit.
There was enough of those in Dark Souls 2. I'm done with that. I mean, there are only so many things you could do.
I know.
When he does this, you roll to the side. When he does this, you roll forward.
In Bloodborne, they went so far out of their way to give no one a sword.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's like, no one can be big and have a sword. I think that was something they said to each other when they started working on it.
Uh-huh.
No one has a sword. Everyone has a hook or a hammer or a big piece of stone or a bone or something. It's really... It's like in Dark Souls, you fought grotesque eldritch abominations and big knight dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dark Souls 2, you just fight big knight dudes. Mm-hmm. And in Bloodborne, you just fight gigantic monsters with shit all over them. And eyes everywhere and strange limbs. And that's it. Like, it just kind of branched off. So you've got, like... now, it's kind of interesting.
The Souls series had the right idea at first. Every installment had, like, the same gameplay with different everyth't else.
Yeah.
And then Dark Souls 2 happened, and it was just...
Clearly
like,
the
that's
same
when
thing.
I realized that you can't turn it into Call of Duty, because it just gets boring really quickly.
Well, yeah, I mean, it thrives on the unexpected.
Yeah, exactly.
You need it.
It's meant to be scary.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared by the 15th green giant armor guy.
I found Bloodborne scary. I found it to be more of a horror game after a while. I was pretty spooked.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was spooked with the lore and all the fridge logic and terrible things that were going on and how bad I felt playing it. And, I can't really spoil it, but it starts off like a Victorian era plague kind of thing, and then it gets more different as it goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Until it's like...
Well, yeah, that's what you want.
Until it's like, I don't know.
Oh, well.
You have to, like, if you read into it, and you read the item descriptions, and you figure out what's going on.
Ooh.
It's like, it's that kind of thing. Like, Bloodborne has my favorite lore from any of the Souls games.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite story. Like, because it actually makes sense. Like, there's a storyline in Bloodborne. There isn't really in Demon Souls. It's hard to really understand what the hell's going on.
Oh.
But it's still hard to understand what's going on in Bloodborne. Mm-hmm. It's just that it's obvious that the first idea was the story. It's like the first thing they thought of was the story, and then they built Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Like, it was very obviously part of the game, where it just felt tacked on before.
Okay.
So that's just something about Bloodborne.
Fallout 4, check it out.
Ratatouille.
It shows you the pronunciation right here. Rat, a, to, eh. So it's Ratatouille.
What's the point in spelling it wrong only to explain it right underneath? Just spell it how you're supposed to spell it. Ratatouille.
EY, yeah.
Ratatouille. There you go. That's how you do it. This is developed by Raxip. Or, it's based on a product by Raxip. I don't know who developed it. LJN, maybe.
Uh-huh.
LJN style stuff. Acclaim, maybe.
They've been using the same lamp tech demo for their logo since the 90s. Crazy.
THQ. Good old THQ.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Didn't they develop the last Wii game we played?
Huh. Wait.
Bratz,
yes.
The movie.
Yes, they did.
God damn it. That's why THQ went under. This bullshit.
Heavy Iron Studios.
I
think they are the devs.
Yeah, this is...
What's Asobo?
You got a problem when there's about 4 million different logos at the beginning and you don't know who's doing what. So I guess that's when a game is bad. You can just keep passing the blame. Oh my god, we got a cheese cursor.
The cursor is cheese.
That's... That's getting it 1 point already
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
So now we're at 1 out of 10 now. Because we had the cheese cursor.
Finally, our name will be relevant.
Finally! Holy shit,
Wait,
years into
shit.
the channel. You can only put in 3 letters?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Come on. Finally, we had a name that fit the game, and can't do it.
Well, let's just try to simplify it.
GTN.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're trying to put in au gratin, which is a fancy name for a dish of baked cheese on potato. And it's really good. You just take some potatoes, you mash them up in the bottom of a pan, and then you put some cheese on top, and then you bake that to get au gratin.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yes. And you gotta get the garlic and the pepper and the cloves, chives on there is good. Yeah.
You know,
just use your instinct to figure out what to put on the au gratin.
what's one of my favorite potato dishes? Shepherd's pie.
Oh, yeah.
It's really easy, really cheap, and really tasty.
Well, the reason why it's all those things is because it was invented by farmers during the Depression.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all.
But it's still good.
I know it is.
It's good.
It is.
That's like a depression can do a lot to improve.
I know. I learned how to cook in these hard economic times where we are. I learned how to cook all kinds of strange things.
It's because you got no money and no food.
Yeah, and you just figure it out after a while. Like making rice and then cooking up a can of beans and putting the beans in the rice. That beans and rice. It's just concentration camp food. It's good, and you just eat it.
And all that stuff you can just use ramen as filler for.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to make ramen noodle. That's like that noodles that you take out of a bag that are hard and then you boil them down, right? And make scrambled eggs and put the scrambled eggs right in the noodles.
Yeah.
That was
that
was really good.
You can do that with more eggs to make like a omelet with filler in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Too.
I actually cook it. Maybe I'll make a video of it. I make a thing I cook here all the time. It's called shit. It's like shit is different every time I eat it. Sometimes I have it in the mornings when no one's here. Like I take about 4 eggs, and I make this. I make like I whisk the eggs to make a scrambled egg mix, and I put it in the pan, and then I just start putting things in the pan with it.
Oh yeah.
And then I eat it all. Like I had like one time I had fish, broccoli, beans, and I had these little miniature microwave pizzas. You know those tiny little pizzas that you microwave that are like a little dime pizza thing?
Yeah.
I put those in the pan with the with the eggs, and I mix that into the shit, and then I mix that all up, and then I put Montreal steak spice on it. You know that's Montreal steak spice? That's supposed to go on steaks. I put a whole bunch of that in. And then I use
that on burgers.
I put horseradish in it. And then I ate that with ketchup on it. And that was my shit.
I think this is a collectathon.
Oh man, yeah.
Ah yes, we're starting at the bottom of the food chain, the bottom of the culinary food chain, apple cores. That's where you start off.
I was actually kind of hoping this would be a cooking game. Like,
yeah.
I was actually kind of looking forward to that.
You'd think it'd start cooking right off the bat. I bet it has cooking mini games, but it's mostly a collectathon to save development money. Because everyone knows how to make a 3D collectathon.
I know. It's just like you just swap out the parts.
You can't lose with it, yeah.
Swap out the assets and you got a completely new game. I wonder if any of these collectathon movie licensed games are actually swapped. Like they just swapped assets. I wonder if they ever done that. Like, they see this platforming section? That could have easily been in A Bug's Life.
Yeah. Hold C and then move the mouse to the edge of the... Imagine if a PC game was controlled like this. It's terrible.
Yeah, imagine you need to hold hold Q, and then move your mouse to the edge of the screen to. Ugh.
Man,
Oh yeah, hey,
Ratatouille.
rats don't act like that in real life. Hey.
Ratatouille's looking pretty phallic there.
Yeah. Which one of these guys is Ratatouille?
I
this
imagine
guy?
it's this asshole. The
It's
gray
the
one.
skinny, normal-looking guy we can all relate to.
Yeah.
It's not the guy with a personality.
Uh-huh.
It's never.
No.
It's like it can't be the Luigi. It has to be Mario. Like,
Can't be the human either.
there's nothing interesting about him.
Yeah.
So that's who we can be. That's who can be the main character. The least interesting guy.
Hundreds of apple cores.
Man, I love that Chibi Robo game. I'm glad Nintendo's finally acknowledging its existence.
Mm-hmm.
If we're lucky, we'll see a port of it to the Wii U. Do you ever play the original?
No. No, I didn't.
It's great. You just, you're a little tiny robot and you run around these people's house and you clean stuff up to make them happy. And they get happy points and stuff.
Huh.
It's great. You clean stuff up with like a toothbrush and stuff. I really think janitorial games are a new frontier genre that hasn't really been explored yet.
No, not that way.
I think we could get some really advanced cleaning gameplay if we really wanted to. Like, I mean, you gotta mop stuff up, and maybe you gotta dip the mop in water, and then...
Hold B to enter scent vision mode.
Oh, yeah, games always have this stuff.
Yeah.
Even when it doesn't make sense, like...
What?
For God's sakes, the Assassin's Creed games have those things.
Uh-huh.
Like, they have, like, a assassin vision.
Assassin sense.
Assassin scent.
The assassin sense system, as they call it. Yeah.
ASS.
there we go. Yeah.
Ass.
Yes. This isn't really hung on anything. It's just got the... Ow. What was that?
Can you get caught in traps? Can you get caught in, like, mouse traps?
Yeah.
That'd
There
be
should
cool.
be realistic mouse traps that just...
And rat poison.
Uh-huh. And those sticky things that you get stuck on and turn into a skeleton. Over the span.
Over time.
Yeah.
A skeleton. Just become a skeleton over a few months.
It does... No, like, as soon as you get caught in them, it does, like, a time lapse.
Ugh.
Where you rot into a skeleton.
You know what you should also be able to do in this? You should be able to carry the plague. To innocent people and give them the plague.
Uh-huh.
You should be able to do that.
Oh, cheese is good.
They use
Not apple cores.
cheese wheel. They use that for health.
Mm-hmm. But not apple cores, which are more nutritious.
How come? Like, why is there apple cores everywhere?
I don't know.
Someone had to eat all those apples and then throw them in these certain spots when they were done.
On these specific, like, undone hinges, shingles on the wall. Or, my god, I'm getting everything wrong today.
You almost said right. I'm getting everything wrong.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, crap. What?
Oh, there's a thunderstorm going on over there. What's up with that? Is
Come
that where
on.
the bad guy is? Is that the bad guy's
There we
lair?
Oh, man.
Oh, you probably have to hold the Wii remote a certain way or something.
No, you just use the analog stick.
Oh.
This is probably a port from, like, maybe a PS2 or, like a...
Yeah, I wonder what platform was the lead platform on this.
This camera control is just stupid. Just plain stupid.
It's one of those things where it makes you wonder what people were thinking when they tested it. Like, Sometimes I wonder, did anyone test this at all? Like when I play a game, usually on the PS2, all the crap on that console. I put the game in, and I'm thinking, did anyone bother to test this at all? Like, this clearly doesn't work. Why? The first thing you think is, say, fix this.
Yeah. It should
But yet you don't. I don't
like, this is one of the situations where I'd say it needs to lock on to the, like, you have to press B to land on a platform. That doesn't even make any sense.
Why? Why?
Oh, press B again to pick this thing up. And do a Metal Gear thing. Oh. It's literally a Metal Gear thing, okay. Oh yeah, because he's a bird and he's stupid. Like he isn't immediately alerted by the fact that a mouse is clearly walking in front of him. he has to be walking in front of him for a certain amount of time to alert the bird. And look, I can kind of make it glitch out, and so the gauge goes up while I'm walking.
How? This isn't right.
Yeah,
like,
it's not right at all.
This doesn't make any sense. Like, what is the bird blind and he only detects motion? Is he a motion detecting bird? What is this? How is the bird not trying to eat you? Just don't understand. You're right beside it. And he only half notices you. Like, you only lose half your suspicion meter there.
Uh-huh. And now he's just ignoring me.
Now you're past him, so yeah. He's gone.
That's so good. Oh, wooden spoon.
What the hell did you do that for?
To bend the spoon, you have to realize that there is no spoon. Or whatever that quote is like.
It's that bird from that movie where a chicken plays baseball or something. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Cock Small or something.
What? It should have been called Little Cock. It would have been a good name.
Crap. What the hell? Oh no, I'm dead. Okay, that's fine though. Yeah. You got an apple core inside.
Oh my god.
So you literally kill the birds and they spew out apple cores. Yeah.
I don't know why you're even doing this. Doesn't seem like something you do.
No.
As a mouse, I
haven't touched a ladle or a pot yet. Like,
why?
This is the first cooking related thing I've been in contact with.
You'd never know it was a movie about, like, chefs or something.
Yeah. You'd think it was a movie about a mouse going around the city.
The cover of this game clearly displays him as a chef.
Oh, yeah.
Even a kid would notice this, that there's a problem. Like, you're not...
Here I can shake the Wii remote to paddle faster.
You're not chefing, and your kid's going to be wondering what the hell they buy this for.
Yeah.
The cover clearly has a chef rat on it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Wait, let's see if I can go against the current. Yeah, perfect.
Oh my god.
Alley-oop. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like that.
Wait, does the can follow you in midair?
Yeah.
That's one
Wait,
thing
let's
I was
see.
wondering.
Let's see how much it follows me. Oh, not much.
It's one of those situations where I prefer the in-game graphics. Like, this just kind of looks blurry and not indicative of the movie.
This is just the, this is probably the in-movie models, just not lighted properly.
Yeah. Reminds me of Alien Isolation.
And the in-game worlds. I mean, look at that.
I'm playing Alien Isolation on PC with every single setting maxed. It's on complete maximum ultra all the way through settings. And the cutscenes look worse in the game because the cutscenes were meant to run on a console. Like, the cutscenes are a pre-recorded console video that had been upscaled, right, and then stylized and done over. But the gameplay on my PC version of it looks a little better. Looks a hair better, and it's just jarring.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you shouldn't do that. You should just do it all in the cutscene. Looks better.
This game looks alright.
Yeah, it does. The game, like,
Not horrible.
I would prefer that cutscene to look like this, so it didn't feel jarring.
Well, it kind of did. Like, they use the same, they just use different filters and shit, which were also bad, so kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Oh, whoops. Whoop.
Hideo Kojima figured that out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, he never ever used a different model in a cutscene. He always used, like, the in-game model for everything.
Yeah, because it is jarring.
He thought that was important, and he's been doing it since the PS1
Oh,
days.
there's another copy of the book just sitting at the bottom of that. That's great. Oh, whoa. Come on, stop being stunned every time you bump into anything. Whoa. Oh. Alright.
What the hell is your adversary piloting there, anyway? How did he do that? What he just did there? He took the whole thing over it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a basket, I think. No, it's half of a barrel. Let's just make jacking off sounds while we go on forward.
I can't believe there wasn't a game that let you do that. Where you had to
Oh
actually...
shit. Ah, dang.
You had to masturbate in-game.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why hasn't this not exist on the Wii?
No more heroes. Like, that's a running gag, actually. The recharge mechanic.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't actually do it. Like, I mean, I
Oh,
want
yeah.
the main character to
Yeah.
be masturbating, and you have to do it with the controller.
Uh-huh.
I think that would very definitely get you an adult-only rating.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Think so. What the hell? How is this a bouncy thing? This is a sardine can.
There's a really flamboyant sardine in there. This is ready to bounce.
Hates mice. He's not okay with the mouse invading on his territory. What am I even doing here? What the shit? What? What was that?
Is there a country where you can get canned mice? I was just
Whoa.
thinking that.
Yeah.
Like, the same way you get canned sardines, can you get canned mice? Like, just
Press
mice.
B to use the Ratapult.
Mice in mustard. Ugh.
Ah, here.
You could probably fit like 6 or 7 baby mice in a little can. Just all in vinegar and some spices in there. Yeah.
This
They
game
got
just
the fur on them.
this game just gave up and asked me to pick up stars.
What? It just changed his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Friggin' Gex does that bad. Collect 100 of this, and then they change to something else.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 100 remotes. Now I need 100 letters. Now I need 100 cans.
No, but they fit the theme of the level. I mean, every level in Gex has a theme, so it makes sense for the items to change. In this case, like, they just went from apple cores, which didn't make sense, to stars, which are just game logic and don't need to make sense. Oh, look. I can't just land on it. I just slip off unless I press B.
Oh.
Then I go to rail mode.
Yeah.
Where I'm just locked into the pipe. That's great. Oh. Everything that can be locked onto with B uses sparkles.
It's like grinding in Sonic.
Yeah.
God, that sucked once they invented that.
Mm.
And every level just had to have tons of it because it meant you didn't have to actually design anything.
It was so radical.
Yeah, but it was just a cheap, sleazy trick not to develop any levels anymore.
Yeah, but it was radical.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at this.
Well, this is Ratatouille, not Radicool.
Yeah.
So.
This is so unnecessary and so fun. What the hell?
Aw,
damn it. Oh, really?
Yes, really.
You cunt.
Can you get burned by that steam? I'm guessing you can.
Yes,
but...
I did already.
I didn't even notice.
Okay. Yeah, that little physics thing just sitting in the middle of the stage.
Those cans are tiny.
Oh yeah, they're
like,
tiny
who
cans.
put that there and set it on fire?
Who put cans in between the walls and set them on fire?
I don't know. I don't think the rats are doing that.
The rats are
Why
probably
would they
doing
be?
it.
How do they know how to do that?
Because
they're rats.
They're Pixar rats.
Oh, they should have been called Pixar's rats.
Rats of Tui.
Welcome to Disney Pixar's Rats, the 3D motion
Rats
picture,
with a Z, yeah.
3D motion picture licensed park ride. Disney's Rats. Oh yeah.
It's like how you had a Bug's Life in Ants.
Yeah. So we're finally gonna start cooking.
Nope. Let's just walk out and run through some sewers.
See, the problem here is that I know now that the main game isn't about cooking because they spent the player's core learning 20 minutes time on not learning how to cook.
Yeah.
So now I know it's not going to be what it is. Like, or else we would have learned how to do it by now. Like, you're supposed to spend the first, like, half an hour of a game teaching the player everything they're going to need to do. Like, you're not supposed to teach them things all the way through. Because that sucks. In normal game design, anyway. For all I know, this could be a cooking game from now on.
Yeah.
And that was all just completely pointless.
Look.
Oh. Press A to validate.
Well, look at that.
What the shit?
Look at that. It turned into cooking.
Why are we cooking now? Doesn't feel like...
And it's shitty cooking, too. It's just... Put in the thing I tell you to put in. And do it within a time limit or something. Except there isn't one.
This is not how you cook. Like, you don't... There isn't a timer going off in your head and you're like, carrots, onions. Yeah. Carrots, okay.
Let's not chop up the carrots or anything. Oh, yeah.
And now I got a shit in it. You gotta take a big, fat, greasy shit in the...
See, that's the plot. The rat realizes that his shit is the ultimate cooking ingredient, and like the chef ends up using it in all of his dishes.
Why did he do that? Is that like something he always wanted to do? Now he can finally do it and then leave.
Yeah. He's like sitting inside a cardboard box somewhere. He's like, man, I wish I could cook a meal for humans. But I'll never be able to because I live in the sewers and I'm a rat.
And I'm probably full of poison and other strange bacteria.
Yeah.
That humans tend not to like. I'm sliding around in this sewer pipe, getting all full of shit, and then I'm cooking food for people.
Yeah.
Following a ghost, I guess that's Dompe. And we're gonna get the hook shot at the end.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, shake to go faster.
Why? Like that doesn't, the motion you're making doesn't actually equate to what you're doing. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, it should feel like what you're doing. And this is... When I'm sliding down a pipe and I want to go faster, I do not imagine shaking left to right to go faster. Really?
Oh my god. This is too Mario Galaxy 2 for me.
Man, think of how many power stars you have now. Like, Mario would be so jelly. You got 60 power stars in one stage, God.
Yeah.
Mario has to bust his ass to get one. Intentionally skip that one. Nice. Nice tactic there. Saving that one. I see.
Why am I going so slow now? I can't go any faster.
Dragging your butthole against all this shit.
Yeah. It's disgusting. What am I doing? Oh, I can swerve to move faster or something?
Whoa, what? Whoa.
No, I think that's just a bug. Like, in all likelihood, that's just a bug.
In all likelihood, this is probably feces.
Yeah.
You're just sliding around.
Yeah, this is diarrhea. I'm rubbing my ass through. It's gonna go right in the au gratin.
You went to a human kitchen and you made some food, Now, you want me to believe not only that you encountered the humans, but they also took you aboard their ship and you got to cook food? Okay, I don't even believe in humans.
Yeah.
And you want me to believe that? Jeez.
Oh, here's hot sauce. What's this? Pick up the... It's a bomb?
This particular drop of hot sauce is going to be really, really hot.
Okay. Blow up a box with a bomb.
Why is that a bomb?
Oh, what the...
Well... Yeah, now
Yeah,
we're still collecting stars, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess...
We stopped collecting food and we started collecting stars. We cooked like a quarter of a meal once and then just went back to the sewer. Which is something I joked about, but it ended up happening. That's this game in a nutshell, I guess. I guess when you're making these types of games, you're trying to figure out how you can take the movie, which presumably has story and character development, and introduce as much walking as possible into it.
Yeah.
Just how can we make the player walk for hours?
Really, you're just trying to get from plot point to plot point of the movie?
Yeah.
Like, you're just walking until you can instigate a cutscene. That's it. Like, you're just... Like, what's the gameplay here? You're just walking somewhere. Oh, look at that little... Look at that little coke fiend right there.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Hey, kid. Want to try some memes? Oh, okay. I got some dank memes right here.
I have some frog-related memes.
Mm.
Now, I think out of all the Game Boys, the Game Boy Advance had the most changes in each iteration. Because the first version was a little bit clunky, had kind of a weird round back and squishy triggers. Like, it's a good design overall, it's really comfortable. But
Not a big fan of that D-pad.
No.
I don't love the D-pad.
Squishy D-pad, it wasn't very good. And the little speaker right here that was in the other Game Boys. And the worst of all, though, was the screen.
Yeah, you can't see jack shit.
Can't see shit. You need tons of light. Let me just turn on the camera light to see if I can add... See, we got the light and the TV on, and... See if I can get the camera light on. Yeah, there we go. It still can't be seen properly. It's terrible. Anyway, that came in 2001. Then 2 years later.
Very good design over the Game Boy Color. Very, very revolutionary improvement, I think. To put the screen between the buttons.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
A really good idea, actually.
Actually, that's been the design of all the portable consoles since then. Except the Game Boy Advance SP, which came out in 2003, I think. This was... this had a backlighted screen and a pretty nice design that just flipped open. It was a lot smaller when it was closed, and I like that. The triggers were really small, and the buttons were a little too close together.
Now, this one, what's weird about this Game Boy is that it has no microphone port. You can't actually put a mic in it. Like, I mean, a headphone, sorry.
Yeah.
So you can't listen to it privately.
Yeah.
No headphone support.
Wasn't in view while you were saying that, but yeah, it has no headphone port to be seen anywhere. Which is kind of not great. Because a lot of Game Boy games had stereo audio. And there was no way to...
The original design has it.
Yeah. There was no way to hear that if with just the little speaker here.
And I mean, you're playing these things portably, right? So you could be someplace that's very loud.
Mm-hmm.
And you really need headphones.
Yeah. Anyway, this screen wasn't as light as what you'd see today, but It was a hell of a lot better than the first one.
I remember when I first got it, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
To have a built-in light. Now, the Game Boy Advance SP, it's the last time that you could still play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on this hardware. It was the last time you could still play it.
But in terms of design, my favorite is the Micro, which came out in 2005 for a little bit. I don't know how long it was around for, like
Apparently
6 months or something.
Now.
It's a hell of a lot smaller, and it's got good buttons all around.
It has my favorite D-pad of any of the Game Boy Advances.
It has little blue and red lights in the start and select buttons. It's pretty cool.
It has the improved LNR.
Yeah, really, really bright screen.
Yeah,
and you can also you can hold L and change the volume to change the brightness.
Some of the later GBA games played on this look so crisp. Like Metroid Zero Mission really shows up well on the Game Boy Micro screen. It really takes advantage of it.
Yeah, it's just extremely clear and bright.
Yeah, really good depth of color. Like you don't get a washout that you get from the Game Boy Advance SP screen that you got. It has a good true black.
Yeah. Also had removable faceplates.
Yeah.
Which is never a good idea because they I think the thing came with 2 of them.
Yeah.
And those are the only way to get any. So.
Yeah, but Nintendo brought that back for Europe and Japan with the new 3DS.
Yeah, never again.
Here in the Americas, we don't have removable faceplates on the new 3DS.
No.
We also don't have the colored buttons. Really disappointed by that.
I think this is metal. Like, I think the case is metal or something. At least really hard plastic.
It feels good.
Yeah, it feels really
cold
good.
Too. It's I guess that's why it's so highly sought after now.
Yeah.
Because it's so well designed.
Yeah, it's small and it's got a perfect screen and it's sturdy and
it's comfortable.
It's got everything going for it.
While being small, which is not actually that common.
The only thing that also you can't play Game Boy games on it. Anyway, the only thing that bugs me is that it has a proprietary charging port thing.
That's always annoying.
This is the only machine that'll support this type of plug, and that's just stupid.
Yep.
Hate this trash. Oh yeah, audio port.
Yeah, headphones.
They managed to just squeeze it in there.
Yeah, you couldn't do it on the SB for some reason.
Yep. This thing's perfect. If you just want to play Game Boy Advance games.